The death of Tze'ela should be a wake-up call for the people of Israel, because unfortunately, the people of Israel, contributed to this expectant mother's death. Why do I say this? Because we've allowed our government and our army to pretend that they believe in sovereignty for our God-given land in Yehuda and Shomron, that they are serious about uprooting terror decisively in Yehuda and Shomron, that they will effectively avenge the murder of our people, our sister, like Tze'ela gets. But we know this won't happen. There'll be some sound and light, and that'll be the end of it. As I said, it is the government and the army's fault for this murder and for every other murder that's occurred against Jews in Yehuda and Shomron. The army has never believed in Jewish sovereignty or even a Jewish presence in Yehuda and Shomron. And this is why I believe very strongly that Kogat in particular, their action arm, so to speak, in Yehuda and Shomron should be disbanded, and its personnel should be assigned to counter-terror operations. Kogat is nothing more than an auxiliary of the PA. They've been assigned by the army to act that way, to basically support the eviction of Jews from their God-given land. As far as the government is concerned, Yossi Dagan can yell and scream all he wants about destroying terror villages. But unless he's willing to go up against the government, these are just words, useless words coming out of his mouth. I blame in particular people, good people, like Dan Eluz and Boaz Bismuth and Moshe Sada and Amit Halevi, for allowing Bibi to get away with tolerating the murder of our people and the desecration of our land in Yehuda and Shomron. What do I expect them to do? I expect them to walk into Bibi's office and say to him, you either decisively destroy terror now and get on the road of sovereignty, or don't count on us for support, legislative support. Don't count on it. What do we want done? There are many things that I've mentioned over the past year that we should have done already, like repopulating the 4 communities in the northern Shomron that Sharon, during the disengagement, the Hitnachut, had abandoned. Things like declaring sovereignty over the Jordan River Valley and expelling every single Arab from that strategic territory. Things like decisively destroying illegal Arab construction in Area C. I could go on, but I'm a broken record, and nothing is being done on any of these issues. I particularly am appalled at Itamar Ben-Gvir and especially B'Tzalel Smotrich. Why? Because they're more politicians than they are Jewish nationalists. That's why. They're frauds. They too could walk in and tell Netanyahu, get rid of the Arab terror villages. Make them look like Khan Yunis and Rafah. Deport their people, who knows where. Put them in Ramallah. Put them there. Start evacuating Arab terror villages and destroying them. They won't do that because, well, B'Tzalel and Itamar are politicians. They're frauds, in my opinion. And it's no wonder that the Religious Zionist Party is scraping vapors right now, electorally. When you have a man like B'Tzalel Smotrich at the top of a party, what do you expect? So, one of our sisters now, with child, has been murdered, brutally murdered, by Arab terrorists whose continued existence is being facilitated by our own government and our own army. And if we don't do something about this now, these murders will continue. The Arabs know they can get away with it. Their villages are not being destroyed. Their institutions in Ramallah are continuing to operate. The propaganda mills in Ramallah in particular continue to turn out their calls for jihad and the murder of Jews. And that's fine with Bibi, it's fine with the army. I thought we might have a chance with a new commander of the Central Front to get to the root of these terror problems, but no, he's just like the rest of them. So we now have a murdered Jewish woman, our sister. And we have to look in the mirror and recognize that we are responsible as much as the terrorists who killed her for her death. You keep supporting Bibi, go right ahead. You keep supporting the high command as it's currently configured, go right ahead. But don't be surprised when Jews continue to die in the territories because of your failure to recognize why they are actually dying. Maybe one day you'll wake up. I hope it won't be too late at that point. But the main problem right now is that good people within the Likud, even Tammy Gottlieb, in my respect, won't do what is necessary to force the spineless, coward, corrupt, and I would say pathetic prime minister we have to do the right thing by our people in Yehuda and Shomron. He's not swayed by words. You have to threaten this guy politically and tell him point blank, you either do what's necessary to eradicate Arab terror in Yehuda and Shomron, or look for another job. This is Jonathan Pollard.